a little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Grizzlies and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Howie Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys, back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Hawaii's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And coming out now, Pofele Ashla. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option #1 for this squad.
They'll put in play from the 27, first down. Rashad Downs going up top. Makes the grab. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's at the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Tells the run, wants to pass. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Barfield. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, and he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
The give. And he's in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It'll be the Grizzlies offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. And the Grizzlies will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught. Brought down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Barfield. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Hits the hole, it's Barfield. He's not gonna make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Grizzlies offense coming out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out wide right, it's Ward. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Grizzlies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand it to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. And the Grizzlies are facing 3rd and inches. Right at the line. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Working the middle, it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And the Grizzlies have it with a 1st and 10.
Let it go! Let it go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Go, go!
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Grizzlies. There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. Comes down, it's Barfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. quick give. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. It'll be a draw. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. They're out there taking a look at this sophomore defensive back, and we hope he's able to get back in the action shortly. And the Grizzlies have it with a 1st and 10. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Look out! And he never had a chance.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and side adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Brown. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Powers inside. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught him in the backfield. It's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He's at the 50. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. Third and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Rainbow Warriors go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here comes the heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Grizzlies offense coming out onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. It's a draw. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The give on the counter. They were all over it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Grizzlies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Right down the middle. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Out wide right, it's Harris. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition.
Ready, ready. Red 54, red 54. Go.
He'll keep it himself. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give on the counter. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws quickly. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Grizzlies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. He's got 93 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Grizzlies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Break.
And the Grizzlies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Hawaii sideline, the quarterback is...
He uncorks one deep. Goes high to pull it in. Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Hawaii calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That last connection just a hair short of the 1st down, but it opens an array of opportunities on 2nd and short. Right side, it's Brown. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Honolulu. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Grizzlies offense coming out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback changing the play. Hands it off on the counter. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Grizzlies have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go, 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 go.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The run inside. It's Cook. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Taken down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just gets rid of that one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He splits the uprights. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Holly Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. From the gun, it's Barfield. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Got his man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Grizzlies offense coming out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Right back to it. Breaks into the open. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he takes it in. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Out wide left, it's Davis. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Grizzlies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll go to the fullback. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. And the Grizzlies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and make.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Grizzlies! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Now hits it, it's Barfield. 9-yard pickup on the play, it's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Just smothered on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Still running up the 40. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sticks it in his belly. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Grizzlies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Grizzlies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the counter. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. selling the fake. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Grizzlies have their offense in high gear. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Second and long here. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Grizzlies will line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Gonna run it. It's Barfield. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with second and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on first and 10 from the 26. Fresh center downs going to the air. The screen, and watch out. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on first down, and here they are with second and 8. The snap sets up to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going for the big play. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Grizzlies offense coming out onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Handoff to the fullback. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the counter. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, gonna throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Grizzlies will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting a sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Grizzlies offense coming out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go. Go, go.
Straight ahead, it's Cook. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Grizzlies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Give to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Number 47, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. In the backfield, it's Brown. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Soft spot in the middle. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Plows his way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 92 on to punt it away.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Making the adjustment. Drops back on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field.
Red 18, red 18. Ready, go.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really happen? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between